have to win, that's just fine. We'll sort it all out, it just takes time. You mean more to me than winning the fight. I'm letting it go, I don't have to be right. So let's give peace a try. So let's give peace a try. So let's give peace a try. I don't have to win, that's just fine. We'll sort it all out.
What's up, my friends? Welcome back to our Tag Kids Sports Theme Studio. Well, this month we have got a brand new theme, and our theme is peace. Proving you care more about each other than winning an argument. And our verse this month is a really cool one, and it's really easy to remember. It comes from Romans 14, verse 19, and it says, "So let us do all we can to live in peace, and let us work hard to build up one another." Alright guys, let's play a real quick game called Fair or Unfair. Well, I'm going to read some scenarios and you guys can choose whether it is fair or unfair. Let's go. Our first one. It is everyone in your class gets 2 cookies when your teacher brings them for your birthday. Is that fair or unfair? Think about it while we go to our next one. It says, you get to go to bed at 7 o'clock, but your friends get to go to bed at 8. Now, is that fair or unfair? Alright, you've chosen. Let's go to our next one. You and your sister eat a block of chocolate, and after you eat 10 pieces each, there's 1 left over. When you're not looking, your sister eats the last piece. Is that fair or unfair? Have a think about that. Alright, let's have a look at the next one. When you spend a night at your friend's house, your friend sleeps in their bed and you have to sleep on the floor. Is that fair or unfair? Alright, and our last one is you're going through a drive-through and your mum tells you that both you and your brother can choose whatever kids' meal you like. Is that fair or unfair? Did you all choose the same way at home, or did you have different thoughts on what was fair and unfair? Well, in today's Bible story, we'll be exploring this topic, fair or unfair.
Take me out to the basketball game. Take me out to the arena. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the basketball team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3-point shot at the old basketball game.
You know, it's a baseball song.
Couldn't find any good basketball songs.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show! I'm Brandon, that's John, and we are excited about today's show.
And as you can tell, we are all in for some basketball!
That's right, even though I must say I am a novice when it comes to the b-ball. I get pumped filling out one of those brackets to the big tournament. So we have decided to do our own little tournament around here. And of course, there will be brackets.
There will be brackets! That's right, we are going to be playing some one-on-one, or in some cases, some 1-on-5 basketball. I know, it's pretty crazy. With each winner advancing to the next round. So if you want to grab a piece of paper and fill out your own brackets, be our guest.
Let's check out the brackets.
Let's.
All right, here are the first round matchups for the first annual So-and-So Show B-Ball Tournament. Up first, we've got LBC, or Longbeard Carl, versus all 5 of the So-and-So Show players. 5 against 1. I don't know how Longbeard Carl can come back from this one, but, you know, he has been surprising in the past. What do you think, John?
It's gonna be a tough one.
Up next, we have Lawson versus Fred. That's Lawson, our co-host, versus Fred, the talking mime. You never know what you're gonna get when Fred comes around, but, John, you got any thoughts?
It's gonna be a tough one.
And then we have me, Brandon, versus Siri, my phone. I know me versus a phone sounds like I could win easily, but I'm not very good at basketball, so it could be a pretty even match. Do you think it'll be even, John?
It's gonna be a tough one.
Good insight, John. Then we have John versus the 7-foot-tall Bible storytelling phenom, Kellen. No way you're gonna win this one. What do you think, John?
It's gonna be a tough one.
And then finally, after all is said and done, we will crown the winner of the So-and-So Show B-Ball Tournament. John, who do you think will outlast all of the competition?
It's gonna be a tough one.
That's the first round. Back to you, John.
It's gonna be a tough one. And that's what the first round will look like. And we'll be checking in on the progress and the action as the show moves along, right?
So, John, are you in fact a basketball fan?
No, not at all. No, not that I dislike the game. It's just I never grew up playing it. I played soccer and hockey and running from my older brother because he had lawn darts. But nowadays, it's a sport for me just to get up off the couch and get a nacho.
Hey, so would you say that basketball is not your sport?
I don't get it.
Yeah. No, because you said get off the couch to get a nacho, so, you know.
Yeah.
It's not your sport.
How is that?
Like there's not a nacho sport. It's like not your sport. I was just saying.
That's what I thought.
Like
I didn't know what the nacho sport was.
That's that's what I'm telling you right now. It's not your sport. It's a way of saying not your.
You know what I do get?
Take me out to the basketball game. Take me out to the arena. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the basketball team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3-point shot at the old basketball game.
You were saying?
Still works.
Sure it does. Well, this month we are talking about peace.
That's right, like a piece of pie. Hello, pie. Let's see. Well, I was gonna put a napkin in your lap when you eat a pie.
John, John, it's not that kind of peace.
Whoa.
I said it's not that kind of peace.
Fine. How about a nice piece of cheese?
No.
That looks good.
Not that kind of peace either. Really?
What?
It's still the wrong kind of peace.
Oh, you mean like peace?
Well, yeah, well, you've gotten warmer.
Oh, well, you know what else is hot?
What? No, don't.
For it's root for the basketball team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3-point shot at the old basketball game.
Okay, you could stop that now.
Why?
Because I think it's time for our first annual So-and-So Show B-Ball Tournament check-in.
Okay, that's right. It's Longbeard Carl taking on the entire So-and-So Show players.
Oh, that should be interesting. Let's check out the action.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one.
Not sure exactly what was happening there.
It's obvious. No one yelled, "Action!" The so-and-so show players had no motivation. Yeah. So Longbeard Carl pretty much had an open court. The final score was 127-0.
What a disaster.
You know what's not a disaster?
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, guys? I have an interesting story about a guy who decided that peace was a lot more important than what was fair.
Speaking of peace, can I have a piece of one of those pizzas?
Nope. I need them for the story.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
Exactly. Lot and his uncle Abram both had a lot of sheep, cattle, and servants, but the land didn't have enough food and resources for both of them. The people who took care of Abram's herds and those who took care of Lot's herds began to argue. So Abram said to Lot, "Let's not argue with each other. After all, we're a part of the same family. Let's separate. If you go left, I'll go right. If you go right, I'll go left." Lot looked around. He saw that the whole Jordan River Valley toward the town of Zoar had plenty of water. It was like the garden of the Lord. When Lot looked the other way, he saw, well, let's just say it was far less desirable. So Lot chose the whole Jordan River Valley for himself. And Abram, being a man of his word, took his herds and went to the other place. Abram chose peace. He could have argued that he should have got the better land because he was the oldest, but he didn't. Peace with his family was more important than what was fair. Delicious. Back to you guys.
Talk about unfair. He wouldn't give me any pizzas. What is that? What do you got? What is that?
Nothing. Hey, why don't we move on to today's question?
Okay. Reveal the question.
Why is it so hard to give up what you think is fair?
Oh.
John, why is it so hard to give up what you think is fair?
Well, because I don't want somebody getting something better than me. Like a piece of pie.
Okay, so when you get better things than someone else, that's fair to you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No. I see what you're saying. I do, but I still want a piece of pie.
Here.
Oh.
See, fairness is a tricky thing, which makes keeping the peace so hard. Lucky for us, we're talking about this again next week.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe we'll get more pie.
Maybe. That's the So-and-So Show, everybody.
Yeah.
There can
I'm afraid it's gonna fly away.
say you'll be mine forever. I love you only.
That's good.
So, to avoid a huge fight that could have hurt their relationship, Abram allowed his nephew, Lot, to live on the best land. Was that fair? Of course not. Abram was the leader of the family, so he should have lived on the best land. But Abram gave up what was fair because his relationship with his nephew was more important. You know, fairness is very important. It's important to me and it's important to you, isn't it? We all want what's fair. Have a think for a moment. How many times have you said, "That's not fair"? Probably heaps. I know I have. And when you say it, it's usually over something that seems like a really huge deal. Like who gets to pick what TV show to watch? Or whose turn is it to load the dishwasher? But the next time you hear the words, "That's not fair," coming out of your mouth, stop and think for a minute. Is it going to start an argument, over a really huge deal or something that really won't matter in a couple of days? Could you keep an argument from ever starting if you decided to let go of what you thought was fair? When it comes to making peace, sometimes it means putting the needs of others before yourself. And it's not always going to seem fair, but hopefully you'll decide that peace is worth it. The one thing I want you guys to remember from today is this: prove you care more about others by letting go of what's fair. Prove you care more about others by letting go of what's fair.
This month in Table Talk, we're going to be exploring peace together with your families. So print out the Table Talk, and when you're sitting around the table together, start the conversation with today's question. Why is it so hard to give up what you think is fair? Also, check out the God Time cards as well. There's 4 exciting activities around peace for you to do each week. Thanks for joining us today at Tag Kids. If you have any questions, prayer requests, or any other needs, or just want to know more about the Tag Kids program, please contact me on the following details. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.